Hey guys, what is up? I was having some troubles with my tech today, and I did the whole reboot of everything, and now we're working. We're on. We are live. Fudge is in the background snoring. So we are good to go. So I hope you're having a fantastic Friday so far. My name is Lauren. I'm with Sweats in the City, and today I'm posting live on my Sweats in the City site as opposed to in my Sweat Brands group because I kind of want to share a bit more about what I'm doing to a larger audience. So I have kind of combined my biggest interests and passions of my 10 years of business development and marketing experience along with my great passion for health and wellness, combining that together and helping other wellness professionals do the business development in their business, especially online. And so today I am going to talk about how to use your website as a tool for your yearly marketing plan. I love the techie stuff. I love being able to do it all yourself, and I love teaching others how to do the same thing. So we are going to get right into it. If you're watching, give me a wave or a thumbs up. I'd love to hear from you. As we go along, feel free to post questions or post questions later if you're watching the replay. I would be happy to answer those for you. All right, so here we go. Of course, this happens to me. Here we go. All right, so how to use your website as a tool for your yearly marketing plan. Just make sure everything is coming up. You get to see all my behind the scenes stuff today. All right, so your website should not be a static brochure, says the internet. So what a lot of people do is they create this beautiful, beautiful website. They put it on the internet and they're like, okay, I'm open for business. And they're just like hoping that people, now that their website is up, people are going to look them up and like find them. But it just isn't that way anymore. You have to have a website that's interactive and responsive and kind of starts the relationship building with any potentials that you have. I believe that the website is the hub of all of your online marketing. And I like the way to think of that because it's easy to think that this is a central area and you're bringing everyone into this central area. And I think that it's a little bit weird if you are in business and you don't have a web page. People love to creep you out. People love to find more information about you. And if they're searching, especially if you're a business and you don't have a web page, it seems a little bit weird, in my opinion. So today we are going to learn how to use your website as a tool or the tool for your yearly marketing plan. So I used to think that having a pretty online brochure or pretty online webpage was the most important thing. So I'd spend time playing around with it, making it look good. And I didn't really realize what the webpage was supposed to do or what the tools or what it could do to start that relationship building with any potential client. With online marketing these days, and depending what industry you're in, especially fitness and nutrition, it is like incredibly competitive. So you have to have everything on point to make sure that if a potential client comes to your site, you are going to kind of snatch them up, make sure they're in the right place, make sure they know that you know that they have problems and you want to help them. So you have to capture all of that within like 10 seconds of someone coming right onto your site. If you're going to be working it online, then you want to make sure that you have the systems in place to start that building of the relationship, aka your website. So your website is in the middle of all of these other things that kind of go around. So Instagram in person, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, depending where you're showing up, then everything is going to be bringing it back to your website. So your website has to be consistent along with everything else around. And that's what I talk about here. So your website, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, in person, Twitter, LinkedIn, they all have to be consistent. Don't confuse your audience. I read in a book by Donald Miller. He says, if you confuse, you lose. And I really believe in that. If someone comes to your site and they don't know where to go right away, they are going to leave and find the next personal trainer, or the next nutritionist, or the next health coach. And they'll log onto their site, and if it really speaks to them immediately, then they'll snatch them right up. So when it comes to your website in regards to your yearly marketing plan, you're going to want to, I always like to work backwards. So the year is going to be dictated by your programs and promotions. So your programs are going to change as the needs of your ideal client changes throughout the year. So you'll have like start dates. So in January you might start, because it's always a good time to start something in the fitness industry. Maybe April, maybe you take summer off, and then you start in September. And then over December you talk about the challenges of the holidays. September could be back to school stuff. So you're always matching your programs with where your clients are throughout the year, and the where they are in their life, where they are with their problems, what they're thinking, their emotions, like what is going on in their life. You want to create a program that's going to match that and being like, hey, I got you. And that will change throughout the year. And if you run more of like a membership site, or it's like consistent all the time and you're going to be doing different promotions, then you want to make sure that your promotions are set right throughout the year. So maybe if you want to push for January, you have a December promotion. If you want to push for September, you have an August promotion. So it really depends on your products and what you're selling and what that looks like, that you want to plan your promotions and programs. And so you start there and you plan that out on the calendar. So my tip number one I want you to know is make sure that all programs and promotions are current on your website. There is nothing worse than going onto a website and looking at like some new program and being like, oh, this started a year ago, we're really bad, or like 3 months ago. You always want to make sure it's current. It's better no information at all than the wrong information. So if you don't have any programs or promotions running, just take everything down. If they come onto your site and they see content and you, and there's other value there, that's great. You don't have to be promoting all the time. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about are your freebies. So programs are here. One step back are your freebies. Now, freebies are important because it's how you grow your email list. And you want to grow your email list because you can send all your, well, there's lots of reasons why you want to grow your email list. One, you own your email list. We've talked about this before. You don't own your Instagram followers, and you don't own your Facebook followers. You own your Facebook or your email list. And you can use that email list to send out your promotions and send out your programs in a nurture sequence. But it's harder to do that on Instagram and Facebook because you can't control when people see your content because of the algorithm and a bunch of other things, like if they even go on Facebook. So you want to grow your email list, and you want to build your freebies around your promotions, taking a step back. So you want to get people onto your email list before you promote to them. So this could be things like going live on your website, and you want to create these before you launch your products or promotions. So number two, think about the time of year and the problems, emotions your ideal client may be feeling at the time. Make and promote your freebies to solve a problem that your ideal client may be experiencing at that time. And so if you want to promote a program in September, you want to promote your freebie in the summer. So what type of problems will your ideal client be experiencing in the summertime? So you want to like plan, you want to meet them where they're at, where they're having those problems. All right. So we're taking a step back further, and we're going to talk about content. So content is you putting value into the world. So this could be through your Instagram posts, your Instagram lives, Facebook posts. Your blogs would be like a very specific one. And you can build content off your blogs. But this is the information that you're putting out into the world so that they can start to get to know you, start to get to like you, see what you're about, in hopes that maybe they'd sign up for your freebie. So you're really working this like relationship. Think of it as dating. And so it's like the nurturing, or the content's like being like, hey, how's your day? Hey, how's your day? And then eventually it's like the freebie's like, want to go for coffee? And then eventually you're like, you know what happens next in the relationship. But anyways, and so you want to start that nurture sequence at things that are like really valuable, likable, and that people are going to appreciate you putting out into the world and giving them value. Again, meeting them where they're at with their problems, and then building off from there. So tip number 3, creating blog posts and putting them on your website that are relevant to your freebie, and use social media to create content around your blog post. So blog posts on your site, your freebies on your site, content around your blog post, bringing it to the blog post, bringing it to the freebie. And I say it that way because you can have one freebie and multiple blog posts and multiple content, so people can come here and it filters them all the way down to the freebie. Facebook Live. I don't know why that didn't show up later. Anyway, so here we are. So we have, now reversing it, the arrows should actually be the other way, but whatever. So in the bottom, you have your YouTube, in-person, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. That directs up to your blog, that directs to your freebie, directs to your programs. Or if you're building it, start with your programs, then build your freebie, then build your blogs, then do the content around it. So website. So with your programs and promotions, always meet your ideal client where they're at with their problems, and from there, create a yearly plan. So take a calendar, put down your programs, what you're doing for programs or promotions. From there, freebies if you want, or maybe you have one that goes like multiple. Multiple are always better because you may hit on a different pain point for the ideal client than another freebie. So freebies, and then from there, blog post content. Driving it all, hopefully, to bring the people, nurture them, nurture that relationship, all the way down to the programs and promotions. All right, so that is all for today, guys. I do have a really awesome freebie that I want to give you. It is going to help you plan out your programs for the year and plan out that content. So if you want that, give me a thumbs up in the comments down below, and I will send that to you. And if you have any other questions, please either post them below or send me a message. I would love to help you. I love this stuff. I think it's so awesome, and I love seeing other trainers, coaches grow their businesses, get more clients, help more people. It's so awesome to me. And so I just think it's so valuable to have a plan. Just like if you're going into the gym, you don't want to do this and that. You want to have a plan to follow. So if you like this, please give me a thumbs up. I will be back again next Friday with some more information for you. So have a great weekend, guys.